Hello you guys, and welcome back to my bedroom. It has been a minute since we've been in here. Last we were here, I completely fixed up the ceiling. It was beadboard and it was wood and it needed some love. So I caulked it and painted it. You guys were here for that. We also painted the room and the trim, but after that I pretty much walked away from it. And so my room is lacking a little bit. So today I'm going to be partnering with Quince. Thank you, Quince. It is a beautiful brand that loves to bring high-end luxury at an affordable price. We're gonna talk more about them later in the video, and make sure you stay tuned because I do have a discount code for you guys, and I'm so excited because today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a freshening up in here. It's kind of become a dumping ground, and a dumping ground for myself at the end of the night. For these projects, I just like crash into the bed and you know, it's functional, but it's not the most beautiful thing in the world. It needs some tweaks. I need a bedding fresh update, and that's where Quince is gonna come in. But I also need to add some curtains to this room. So we have no curtains and we were just sleeping without them, and we live in a downtown-ish area, so there, there's lots of street lighting and that kind of thing. And my husband was just like, I need to do something. So he just tacked up some old curtains that we had, and it doesn't look that beautiful, as you can see. And so I've ordered some curtains, I've ordered some curtain rods like a big girl, and today we're gonna hang those up, and I feel like that's just gonna completely transform it. I mean, how could you not? It looks a little dormish right now, and yeah, we need to change that. Maybe even worse than a dorm, honestly. And then at the end of this video, I want to talk through some ideas with you guys about what we're going to do to this space. That's partly why this makeover hasn't happened yet, is because you guys can see we have a door and windows and electrical box, and I don't know quite how to make them fit this space, honestly. And so I'm thinking wall molding. I don't know. We're gonna lay some things out and see what we think. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to go and get my bedding, which I will show you guys soon. I'm so excited, you guys, into the wash, and then we're gonna hang some curtains while that's happening, and then we're gonna refresh this bed because it desperately needs it. Let's go. Okay, so I already said I'm gonna have to hem my curtains, which means that I can hang these curtains as high as I want. I don't have to worry about hanging the curtain with the rod before I put my placement of my rod. And I do like to hang my curtain rods almost to the trim of this ceiling. I might actually go to the trim of the ceiling because this trim is a little bit thicker than anywhere else in the house, or just below, so you have a little bit of an eye break. But the higher that you hang your curtains and the wider that you do them, it makes your window and your room appear larger, as opposed to stunting it like right at the window. You always want to hang them higher and wider. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so for the curtain rod, this is what it looks like. It has like a normal end. So you're gonna take that off and then just take off the screw that it was attached to. Whoops. And then you're gonna use the one that's on the end of the little ball thing. I don't know what it's called. Looks like kind of like the golden, what was it, stitch? Golden snitch? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, you guys, Harry Potter, a lifetime ago. Anyways, and then you're just gonna screw this in, and then this is what you will then attach depending on how, let me see, yeah, oh, how cool. So how far you need your angle to be. So we'll do that. So we'll figure that out once we get up there and we attach the second one, but it's as simple as that. Address this rug. This rug was beautiful in our old bedroom. Our bedroom was like this, but it had more sunlight in it. It actually felt brighter and everything was white. So this rug was the perfect accent. It's showing up a little bit more muted, but in real life, the colors are just a bit too bold for this space, and I don't really like it with the naturalness of my duvet, and I'm just gonna be adding more of this color. So unfortunately it doesn't work. So for right now, I have another rug downstairs that I put in my mom's room. So I'm gonna swap them and give her this one and see if the other one is at least just a little bit more neutral for now until I find something else. I kind of would like something bigger for the space anyways, but this is just a simple room refresh. So we're not gonna spend any money on it today, and I just wanna see how it looks. Well, what I fully intended to be a one-day project took much longer than expected, you guys. I don't know why. I can build bookshelves pretty much no problem, but hanging curtains is like my least favorite thing to do. I just feel like every time I do it, it's just harder than it should be, which is so ridiculous. It also doesn't help that our walls are lath and plaster, I think is what it's called. And so you have wood, and so it's nice because screws will go in, but it's not a stud, so eventually it's just not gonna hold enough. But you can't put anchors in because they snap off. So if anybody has these walls and they have a solution where you need an anchor and you can't use a stud because of where you're placing something, let me know because it drives me crazy. So anyways, they are up. They should hopefully stay up for a while, maybe not as long as this house has been standing, but no, I'm kidding. They're fine. I ended up making it work. Also, I realized that the ball portion, I think is just meant for decorative purposes if you're having this kind of window and you want the drape in the middle, because you need to have the bracket. So that's why we ended up having to actually put double curtains on either side of the one window, so that way we can actually close the curtains, because otherwise it would just hit the bracket and you wouldn't be able to open your window. So I don't quite get that. If you want them for decorative purposes, they're perfect. They do exactly what they need to, and the way that you can twist it to the right angle, depending on, you know, how much of an angle your room has, was really, really cool. But it looks so beautiful. It definitely changed the feel of this room. Again, bringing those curtains up to the ceiling lets this room show off its full height, which is 10 feet and beautiful, and I love it so much. It was kind of crazy last night that we had them all closed and it felt like you were in like a theater or something with this backdrop of curtains behind you, or like a hotel. It was a lovely feeling. Now, the bed. Our bed. I love our bed. I love sleeping. Sleeping is wonderful. It's just not quite up to snuff, and it needs a little bit of a spring refresh, and that's where Quince comes in. And I am so thankful that Quince reached out to ask to partner with me so that we can share some of their beautiful linens with you. And so today we're gonna be changing our sheets. I have a beautiful floral, but it just doesn't go with what I'm wanting in this room, so I want something a little bit more neutral. Clearly, I like the neutral look in a bed. And they reached out to me and I took a look at their brand because it matters to me who I partner with. I don't just want to spew stuff at you. I was so amazed by their values, which I'm going to share with you. They were so kind and they sent me out a beautiful European linen stripe set, and also just the quality. I love organic. It's something that really matters to me, and a lot of their product is organic, which I care a lot about. If you've been following me for a long time, that might be something that you know about me. I try to buy organic whenever possible for food and clothing and bedding, because the skin is our largest organ, and so when you're sleeping in those sheets, you don't want them to be polyester or microfiber. I really, really appreciate quality linens and organics and cotton, and that's exactly what this brand does and has. So let's go ahead and refresh this bed, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them. Some of the values at Quince are their quality. They don't believe it should be a luxury. They choose premium materials and designs that stand the test of time. Their products feel nicer and last longer on purpose. They're also all about sustainability, which means so much to me. They choose organic materials whenever possible, environmentally conscious packaging, and ethical business practices. Affordability is also one of their key values. They believe everyone should have access to nice things, which I fully agree with. Oh my gosh, you guys. It says top or bottom. That is so helpful. That is so amazing. That alone, I love it already. Hi guys, me again. So I never used to be a pillow girl on my bed. I felt like it was just so extra, and all I do is toss them off every night, and they're just there to look pretty. But as I've gotten older, I like the pretty and I'm okay with tossing my pillows off. And honestly, when I'm reading at night, the bigger ones are really nice to prop up against, just an FYI. Anyways, but what I like to do is, like I said, I really like going for the neutral look, and then I can have fun with my decor elsewhere, or I can swap in a pillow or a blanket depending on the season for some color if I want to. And then that way my staples are where I'm spending my money, on my sheets, on my duvet cover, a quilt set. I'll show you that in a second. And the pillows, you know, I can just kind of have fun with. But these are just neutral for now because I just want that beautiful calmness when I'm doing a project. I just come to bed. I just want calm after a busy day with the kids and, you know, life. And so if you're doing neutrals, a way to make it more fun is by having different textures or having different patterns, but in somewhat of the same color. So you'll see that as I put these pillows on. Come on with the nail polish. Okay, the bed is looking beautiful, you guys, but just to finish it off, I want to put this at the end of the bed, not only for beauty, but also for functionality, so we don't freeze. And this is gorgeous. This is, did I close my eyes for a long time there? Gorgeous. This is the organic ribbed cotton coverlet set in Ivory. It is a beautiful color. It matches my bedding perfectly, but just having a slight variation, which I love. And also, again, you guys, the texture. That's what you really want to think of when you're doing your bedding, is having the different textures or patterns. So I'm just going to add this to the end of the bed and fold it over a little bit. But like I said, I want it to hang over a little bit because I want to hide that bar, which most of my blanket did, but this is just going to do it, guys. This looks so cozy. This is beautiful. And I'm going to tell you, I steamed my bed for you. I've never steamed my bed before. I've never even done that for myself, but I did it for you guys, okay? Because I love you guys. And I just, why do I feel like crying? That's so weird. It just looks so pretty, you guys. Honestly, and this is minimal effort. All I did was change up my sheets, and I'm adding a quilted coverlet. And this also, you guys, this can be your like duvet cover, honestly. Or this would be like a really great, even just buying this for like a chunky, I love oversized blankets for the couch. Okay, I'm getting too far into this. Sorry, you guys. But I love, instead of buying like those throws for the couches, I actually just love having big ones. And again, this is organic cotton, which is so good for you guys. And it's a really affordable price. Organic cotton can be expensive, but I think this was worth it. I also want to mention that it does come with 2 shams, which I won't be using. I don't think I need any more pillows on this bed, but I did want to tell you that it also comes with those, which would be great. If you didn't have any of these pillows, that's a great way to kind of get started if you're trying to bump up your pillow numbers. Anyways, let's just finish this, you guys. It's looking so good. I think I want to give it more of an organic look as opposed to totally filtered. What you could also do if you want to be crazy and have as many blankets as you do pillows is I could make this a little bit more structured and then actually have a throw on top of it. And then that could be your texture. But I think I'm going to make this kind of my texture. You guys, the room looks so much better, so much more peaceful, less like saggy drape cloth things on my windows, and the bedding is just exactly what I want. And again, minimal effort. I just changed the sheets and added a coverlet, and it feels hotel-like, you guys. Like, can you, is anybody, no, that's weird. I'm so excited to jump into this bed tonight and cozy up with a good book. And honestly, you guys, This is quality for a great price. I can't get over that. If you want to shop what I got or see what else Quince has, like I said, they also have clothing and other things. Tons of different options, duvet covers, pillowcases, sheet sets, and they're all beautiful. I'll have a link down below and you can save 10% off of your first order with Quince. And thank you again, Quince, for partnering with me. So excited to go to bed tonight. Really quick before I let you guys go, I just want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing in this room, because Brad had said, oh, why don't you add some pictures to the room or something when you're doing the bed, just to make it feel a bit more homey and cozy, which, I mean, let's be real, you guys, the bed alone and the curtains make it feel like that already. But the reason I don't want to do that yet is because I want to add molding, to this room to make this wall make sense. So we have 2 windows, the door, and the electrical box, like I told you guys. Now, I did have one option. I could put a mirror over here. I have a leaning mirror, if you saw it in the clips, that I could put, but it only comes to about right here, which is a little bit awkward. It would cover the door without it being a big nuisance to have to move it out of the way, because we do use the door a lot more than I thought we would. It's storage, but there's some things in there that we kind of use constantly. So I'm a little bit torn. And then I thought it would be nice maybe to have, if we had seating on either side, and if we just kind of disguised it with like a side table and a plant or something. I'm not quite sure, but in general, I just wanted to kind of test out, I only have so much tape, but test out where I think I would want to do some, sorry if I'm yelling at you, I'm just excited. Where I want to do some wall molding. Okay, if I can figure out how to use tape, that would be great. So I have a couple options. Come over here. See how this is a chunky trim? One of my options was, instead of making this like an obvious door, was taking off the trim, and maybe that would help disguise it a little bit more. Like if I just had wall and did a thinner trim, I'm not sure. Then my other idea was, what if I had chair rail kind of start where the door is and just kind of go with it. My only concern is that it's very high for chair rail. Normally when I do chair rail, I like to do it at about 3 feet, maybe a little bit lower. So this, I'm just nervous that it kind of breaks up the room too much. Like, is it too half and half a wall? I'm not sure. I'll have to pull you guys back again. So that was one option. And then it's also just, how do I add wall molding? Because wall molding is just essentially a lot of rectangles or boxes on the wall. And if I add so many more, is it just too many rectangles with the windows and the door? Or would it make it blend in if I, had chair rail kind of, not chair rail, sorry, if I had molding go like this, and then you've got 3 rectangles, although there'd be 4 if I did it on that wall. Can you guys hear me at all? Is any of this making sense? I don't know, I'm just trying to start to plan. Let me pull you guys back again. No, I did not use that stool to climb up and tape it. I got a ladder, I was safe, don't worry. So this is kind of a visual of what I'm thinking, possibly. Again, I just don't know, is it too much or does it help it blend in? And obviously it would be white, it would be the same color, and it would be some texture. I don't think that this is too high now that I can see that this box would still be big, so I'm fine with that. My only concern though is that I don't know that I'd want to take the chair rail all the way around the room. Like, I have what is a covered chimney and it's a bump out, and I think I just want big long molding. I don't know, maybe I want a chair rail, maybe I'll break it up, I don't know. I ran out of tape, so I couldn't finish over there. But then my question is, do I do big rectangles or do kind of like 1 or 2 or 3 small ones? But I just don't want it to be a wall of rectangles. And again, I'm hoping to break it up by either having like a little seating area here or something, so it won't just be like you're just staring at the wall all the time. And also curtains, what do I do? Because now that I've done this wall of curtains, I was gonna possibly do the same curtains and just hang them, but I feel like the room would just be curtains. Like, is that too much or would it look good? Because if I did them above and to the sides, and also this one's like butted up right up to the closet, but I don't know if, well, one, cafe curtains I don't love the idea of because we do want to block the light still at night, and a short curtain, I don't know, I feel like that would look weird. A Roman shade, maybe, just to add something different. Is that what it's called, Roman shade? So let me know down below what you guys think I should do, because that's honestly kind of what's stopping me from, attacking this room. I mean, I have other rooms that I'm doing and that are taking priority, and that's fine by me. Again, this bed alone and these curtains make this room okay to kind of wait a little bit to do a makeover, and I just want to do it correctly. So let me know what you think of the curtains and let me know what you think I should do for the wall. If you have any ideas that I kind of haven't thought of. I don't want to do the beadboard in here. I just want this room to be elevated. And I think that wall molding is a little bit more sophisticated. And we also just have it in all of the open areas, like, or the common areas, I guess you would call them. And so I don't really want to bring it into the bedroom. I feel like that would be too much. That's kind of why I'm doing wall molding in a different way when I bring it in. So anyways, you guys, probably talked too much. I apologize, but let me know what you think down below. Make sure you give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you are not already, you guys. Lots of fun stuff coming. I am gonna do a quick video in the living room of just some final touches that I didn't get to. And then I'm also gonna be doing the girls' bedroom, and I'm also planning the laundry room. So lots of fun stuff, you guys. Love you so much every single time. You guys are the greatest. Don't forget to check out Quince, link down below, and you can save 10% on your first order, you guys. Have some fun shopping for yourself. All right, love you guys, and I will see you next Sunday at 2 p.m. Bye, guys.